Hello and welcome to Cigar Box Guitars, aka the Dutch Man in San Marcos. I am the DISM. We got a great new show coming today, and so let's get going. All right, so here we go. It's a new day and we got a new show coming. We're going to get working on, remember, we've been working on this guy, the King B. Also, later on in the show, at the end, I'll show you. I went last Saturday when that other show was running. I was at NAMM, which is National Association of Music Makers in Anaheim, at the big convention center there. And Charlie, my friend, had gotten me tickets, and my son Patrick joined us. So I got some pictures, and I got one little video. I got a picture of us standing by the outdoor stage, which was kind of cool because actually we didn't see him there, but the Air Force Jazz Band played there, and I actually ran into one of the guys and said, "Hey, I'm going to see you in Balboa Park." And so the next, I don't know, was that on Saturday we saw him? I can't remember. But anyways, we saw him in Balboa Park and playing, and that was really good. And so the other thing I have is Charlie shot a video of a little kid playing his guitar at the Marshall booth, which he had Marshall stacks up behind him, running the amplifiers. And that was like always a dream of mine, to stand in front of that many Marshall stacks and play guitar. But this kid had his chance to get his rock and roll fame playing. And so it's kind of funny to see this little guy playing so good. He's a really good player. So I got a video of that, a short video of that. And the bucket list was for my wife. She didn't go, but she plays French horn. So she goes, "Oh, you got to take a picture of a Kahn French horn." So I found the Kahn booth and took a picture of that for her. So I'll show you that. And then I found, I was kind of looking more in the smaller booths, and I found a booth of just exotic woods. All it was wood, and you'll see that. It's just a picture. And another interesting one where the guy was just building resonator guitars, and I got a picture of that. And they were all out of metal. He was making them, so that was kind of a cool little booth. So I got a picture of that. So you'll see those near the end. Just kind of what NAMM is like. A good depiction of it is, and you'll hear it on that video with that little kid playing. It's like there's performances stages all over too, where famous people actually play. Now I can't think of it. Yeah, I'm running a blank here. It'll come back to me. So anyways, famous people play at these stages and these booths. You could always tell if there was a famous guy at a booth because you'd see the crowd of people go over to the booth, and they'd be trying to take pictures and get in there. But there was a lot of famous musicians that come out there to promote the products that people are putting out. So just a little sampling of what it's like. It's basically, you couldn't even see, if I went to every booth one at a time and just took the time to do that, I couldn't do that even in one day. It was so large. So you really kind of got to find what you're looking for. Me and Pat, my son, he's into audio. He works for an audio company. And so he wanted to see the gear and talk to the techs that he works with, the equipment he works with. So we went to the L Acoustics booth. We went to the Yamaha booth and saw a lot of that equipment. Since I'm into audio, I kind of dug that too. So that was kind of our big main stop. So we were up there so Pat could show me all the great gear. He goofs around with all that real high end stuff. So it was kind of fun to see all that. And dream, oh, it'd be nice to have an all acoustic speaker system, but you know, you got to have a lot of money. But so that was kind of fun to see that. And then we went to our favorite restaurant in Anaheim, which is Portillo's. It's a Chicago hot dog restaurant. The original ones are from Chicago. So we had Chicago dogs and Italian beefs, and so that was a lot of fun. So let me get you working. I got an update on the new benches. I made a short of that. I actually got the third phase of this big remodel here, as you saw from the shop tour. And the drawers still needed to be organized. So I got those. I made a short showing those drawers, these drawers right here. So I got most of my tools up on top to work really well. So let's get going, and we'll get working away on the King B box. Hopefully we can find some wood. I'll probably do that off camera so I'm not boring you. Find some wood that we can fit in here to go all the way across, and maybe cut that hole so we can get the one neck part stuck in there to start getting that rolling along. So we'll take you over to the bench shot. The bench shot is right up here looking down, and it'll be on the new solid bench. And hopefully there won't be as many delays finding my tools because they'll be right there in the drawer. So here we go, and we'll move you over to the bench. All right, so we're back. We got you so you can look down. So here we go. We've got the shims. That's to give us our neck angle. And got to make sure I'm getting this in the right way. And I don't think I am. Yeah, this would be the right way. I always have to double check that because if I got the neck sticking out the wrong way down here, then it would be reversed. So that's always the double check. So to get the right neck angle, I use these wood shims. They're actually window shims, and these work out kind of nice. If I put two of them down here just like this, it's the perfect width of this. So we got to cut our box so this will fit in. So let's do that. And hey, look at my new drawers. I can go right down here and get my saw. I can get my saw out right here. So that came right off, which is nice. I gotta get my blade. Once again, it's right in my drawers. I don't have to hunt around. So that came right out of there. So now I can fold that in. I'll keep it decorated. So now I can fit our my board in here. Which will look just like that. And I think this top will close. So as you can see, this will go like that. And you know what? This doesn't look even. I'm gonna have to sand that square. There's some rock to it. And we'll cut this out. But that's the way it'll go, right like that. I didn't realize it was going to be. That's why this is off. This one side's a little higher. So we're gonna have to shave that down. Now the other thing I've gotta cut is so that there are these pieces here. So trying to get this in the box. Let me see, did I mark this side? Gotta get my other glasses on. Oh yeah, here's my center line. I saw my center line. So this thing will line up right here. That way I can see where I'm going. And mark this up. That way when we line it up, we can see it in the box. Looking good, looking good. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do on this neck, because this just needs, like, it's not quite I never realized that wasn't square. I never realized that wasn't square, and you can see it. So we're going to have to square that up in order to make it work. I'm trying to think of the easiest way to square this up, because it's not square, and we want it to be square. Maybe I just need to. I don't know if I should sand it. I can sand it on that guy, but this needs to be. As you can see, this isn't square. I need to mark. Oh, man, I'm gonna have to glue these down. All these are falling off. Now that I finished it. So let me. See my square here, which I got readily available. Hey, I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and square that up. I think it's like a 1/16 of an inch off. Let's do it that way. Let's see how much this is on. That's square there. I have to. That's how much it's off. So I think if I sand it like this, I might be able to get that square. That's going to make this more even because it's going to take that much off. So now the debate is, originally I cut it, but it didn't cut square. I think it'd be better just sanding. So we'll sand that, and we'll get these cut. Let's mark this. Got the same length. We'll mark that. Mark that. And we'll mark this one. There we go. So these can be put in right here. Boom. And boom. Right in there. That'll be the T part. The shims need to be sanded just a little bit. Just a little bit. So that'll do it. Let me get you off of this. All right, so that'll do it. So stay tuned and watch the little video and the pictures of NAMM. We made more progress on the box. Got to get some things cut. That one block on here, I'll show you. On the neck here, this isn't level. You can see I marked it. I marked it right here. We're that much off when I measure it to make this flat, because if I set it down now, it's crooked, and that's why this arc and this arc looks different, because they're not lining up. So we'll correct that. We'll do some cutting of that, and we'll get our pieces cut. Our piece is cut for the inside of the box. This is a piece of maple neck I had laying around, so that'll be out of maple too, and that way we can glue the ears onto that and then we'll get this guy up here cut out so it's the shape of the neck. And I'm not going to do that until I re-level it, because this shape is going to be different now. It should look more like that on one side instead of this, because if I sand some up, it's going to change that curve. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed my new shop. I got drawers for my tools, and I can put them away. So take care, and we'll see you the next show. Be sure to subscribe, tell your friends, hit the like button, make comments. Especially on, I might have been pronouncing it one guy. If you watch my shorts on my vinyl records, I might have been saying that one guy's name wrong. But and if you're wondering, if you see me change glasses, see those? These, the black ones. These are my deeper magnifiers when I'm looking at those lines. So don't freak out. So, anyways, so have a good day. Enjoy the show, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.